Namaste everyone. Welcome to the workshop of Chitravakya. This is our fifth session. So we shall begin our session, today's session. Today we have chosen a particular kind of poetry, a particular kind of padyas, which are prevalent. These kind of padyas are prevalent in other languages, but the style, the way these padyas are put in Sanskrit is unique. So today we are going to learn about the dialogues, how the poets have beautifully created the dialogues, but they have accommodated the dialogues, elaborate dialogues, the whole stories from Puranas, Mahabharata, Ramayana, etc. in a four-lined padya. In just 4 lines, the poets have managed to convey a message, to convey a mythological story or some witty story between the gods, among the children, etc. So we'll first see about the tradition of dialogues, a tradition of dialogue poetry in a dialogue form in Sanskrit. So composing the poems or composing metrical verses in Sanskrit has a long tradition, has the longest tradition, we can say. In Rigveda, we find a lot of dialogue hymns, suktas. So dialogue suktas, samvada suktas, as they call in Sanskrit. Samvada suktas are really famous in Rigveda, rather famous since Rigveda. We have Pururava and Urvashi Samvada Sukta. Then we have Vishwamitra and Nadi Samvada Sukta. We have a lot of Samvada Suktas, as many as 10 to 12 Samvada Suktas are there in Rigveda. And Rigveda is the oldest known treatise, it is the oldest known literature of human history. So, which is available today. So, which is available even today. So, it is the oldest known available literature in human history. And we find 7, I'm sorry, it was not 12, it is 7. So, 7 dialogue hymns that depict some or the other legendary story that presupposes some story, which and those stories are found later in elaborate form in the Puranas or Mahabharata or in some treatises. So, according to scholars, the tradition of dialogues has evolved to the drama. So, the tradition of drama started from we can say that the tradition of drama started itself from the Rigvedas. The dialogues hymn in the Rigveda are like a seed. It is like an origin of the tradition of drama, or it is the origin of dramaturgy. It is origin of the art called drama. So these starting from these hymns and coming back to our today's modern Sanskrit, or we call it Sanskrit, Laukik Sanskrit. Coming back to the Laukik Sanskrit dialogue verses, padyas in dialogue form. Okay. So we have a huge tradition of dialogue verses or padyas in dialogue forms, and these are really involve a genuine intelligence of the Kavi, because you have to the Kavi has to put the dialogue in an unambiguous way, in a clear way. That dialogue should depict the story, that dialogue should be clear, and that dialogue should be short one, and yet it should be clear meaning wise and context wise as well. So let's see. The first one is really cute dialogue among Krishna, Yashoda and Balarama. Now everyone knows Krishna Leela. Everyone might know Krishna Leela, how Krishna was naughty in his childhood and how he had performed, or he has shown some leelas, some charms in his childhood. So this is the cutest shloka I'll first recite the shloka. I'll first recite the padya. I'm sorry, it is not a shloka. I'll recite the padya. Then someone among you can guess which chanda, which vritta is it. Okay. I'll first read the whole padya. Krishne namba gatena rantu madhuna mridbhakshita swechchaya satyam krishna kimesha aha musali मिथ्यांब पश्याननं व्यादेहीति विकासिते च वदने दृष्ट्वा समस्तं जगत् माता यस्य जगाम विस्मयपदं पायात् सवः श्रीपतिः. I'll repeat in the tune. कृष्णेनाम्ब गतेन रन्तु मधुना मृद्भक्षिता स्वेच्छया सत्यं कृष्ण किमेष आह मुसली मिथ्यांब पश्याननं व्यादेहीति विकासिते च वदने दृष्ट्वा समस्तं जगत् माता यस्य जगाम विस्मयपदं पायात् स वः श्रीपतिः. So which chanda, which vritta it could be? Yes, Amit ji.
This is Anushtup Chanda.
No. It is not Anushtup.
Yeah.
It is a longer.
Is it Shardula Vikriditam?
Yes, Madhaviji, you are right. It is Shardula Vikriditam. Many, see, it's not shloka, it is padya.
Oh. But
Anushtup will be a small one.
In each line you got 16.
No, 19. And Anushtup is the smallest one. I mean, in the Laukika literature, in the modern Sanskrit, Anushtup is the smallest one. So you will have only two lines. Four charanas, so two charanas in one line. This is one charana in one line.
Okay, I broke it into two and I counted as 16. No, it's wrong. You're right.
No.
You're right.
It is Shardula Vikriditam. See, Shardula Vikriditam being the longer one, it allows the poet to put his story in a full form, in an elaborate way. Although comparing to other modern poetries and other modern literature, this is the shortest story. We can say that it is the shortest story, or it is the shortest way to depict a story. Kavya. Yeah. So we'll see what is the meaning of this poetry. So Balarama says, Krishne namba gatena rantu madhuna mridbhakshita swechchaya. Amba is the vocative case. Amba is the vocation. He calls his mother Yashoda, O mother, Amba, Krishnena adhuna rantum gatena Krishnena swechchaya mridbhakshita. Krishna ate a lump of soil while playing in the backyard. Krishnena bhakshita. Krishna ate. What did he eat? Mrid bhakshita. He ate the lump of soil. And he ate that lump of soil. Swechchaya. He simply ate that soil. Lump of soil. Swechchaya. And how was he? Rantum gatena. He had been playing in the backyard and he ate a lump of soil. So Balarama is complaining about Krishna. Balarama is an elder brother. So naturally, he will go to Yashoda and he will complain about Krishna, how he is naughty. So he said, Krishne namba gatena rantu madhuna mridbhakshita swechchaya. Now Yashoda will go to Krishna and she will ask, Satyam Krishna, Krishna, oh Krishna, is it true? Satyam Krishna, kim esha aha musali, kim esha aha musali. Whatever told by Musali is the name of another name for Balarama. Musala is his weapon. He possesses a weapon called Musala. So Musali is one who possesses the Musala. So Yashoda asked, what did Musali said? Is it true? Kim esha aha musali? Satyam. Now Krishna will deny.
Krishna will say, Mithyamba Pashyananam. So Krishna says, Amba Mithya. So, oh mother, it's not true. It is wrong. He is telling you a wrong story. See my mouth. Pashya Ananam. Ananam, mouth. And Pashya, see. Pashyananam. Then Yashoda asked, Vyadehi. Vyadehiti. Vyadehi is open your mouth. Vyadehi. And then in the last two sentences, the poet has summarized what happened next. So as soon as Krishna opened his mouth, what did happen? Vikasitecha vadane. So as soon as Krishna opened his mouth, Drushtva samastam jagat. The Yashoda saw the whole Brahmanda, the whole world, the whole universe in his mouth. And after seeing this, Mata yasya jagama vismaya padam. And she was wonderstruck. Vismaya padam jagama. Mata yasya. So whose mother was wonderstruck. May such Krishna protect you all. Payat sahav shripatihi vaha payat. Vaha is you all and payat is may he protect. So in only first two lines, the poet has given the whole dialogue, and in the last two lines he has summarized what happened next. So this is the genius that a poet has. The poet has expressed through his kavya, expressed through his padya. And in Sanskrit we have a lot of shlokas of Krishna, Rama, and other even other entities in such a way. So this, I think this one belongs to Amuktaka, a compilation of poetry called as Krishna Karnamrutam. This one is there in Krishna Karnamrutam. In Krishna Karnamrutam, there are many. There are 5 to 6 dialogue verses, the Samvada Padyas. Now, we have the same. See, siblings are ever fighting with each other. They always fight with each other. They have complaints about each other, and that their cute relation is reflected in these kind of shlokas. It is reflected in these kind of padyas. So similarly, with Krishna and Balarama, like Krishna and Balarama, we have a dialogue among Ganesha, Kartikeya, and Parvati. Now, all of you might be aware that Ganesha is has a face of elephant, and Kartikeya has six faces. Kartikeya possesses 6 faces, and Ganesha has a face of elephant. Now, both of them are fighting with each other, and Ganesha is a younger brother, so he started crying. He might have started crying. So in this shloka, Parvati starts asking, He Ramba, Kimamba, Rodishi Kutaha, Karnau Luthatyagni Bhuhu, Kinte Skanda Vicheshtitam, Mama Pura Sankhya Kruta Chakshusham, Naitatte Pyuchitam Gajasya Charitam, Nasam Mimitembame, Taveva Sahasa Vilokya Hasita Vyagra Shiva Patuvaha. Again, the first 3 lines are the dialogue among Ganesha, Kartikeya, and Parvati, and the last line is it depicts what happened next, and it gives you some blessings. So these are the verses, these are the padyas that involve some deities, that involve our devatas. So they won't only appear in the padyas; they will also give you blessings when you read these padyas. So in each of the last lines, we have these blessings involved, and the last line also summarizes what happened. Okay, we'll see. Again, I won't sing this one in tune. Is there anyone who could guess which meter is that? Which vritta is that?
I think that is also Shardula Vikriditam.
Yes, that is also Shardula Vikriditam. He Ramba Kimambaro Dishikutak Karnau Luthatyagni Bhuhu, Kinte Skanda Vicheshtitam Mama Pura Sankhya Krita Chakshusham. नैतत्तेऽप्युचितं गजास्य चरितं नासां मिमीतेऽम्बमे तावेव सहसा विलोक्य हसितव्यग्रा शिवा पातु वः. This is how the rhythm goes. Now we'll see the dialogue. So Parvati asked, "Hey, hey, Ramba." Again, these are the dialogue padyas. These kavyas involve dialogues. So these dialogues have a lot of vocative cases. This dialogue involves sambodhana, and there is this note which I would like to make it here. Although I have given these punctuation marks, these punctuation marks are not original in Sanskrit. Originally, we do not find these punctuation marks in Sanskrit. Okay, so if you go to some compilation of Subhashitas, yes, I have given this for your convenience. So people who are new to Sanskrit, people who are not that familiar to Sanskrit, for them I have given these here. We do not have any punctuation mark but danda. So we find only this danda when you go to some scripture, when you see a manuscript, when you see an original book that has these these shlokas that are involved. That gives these shlokas. Those books do not give you these punctuation marks unless edited specially. So these are specially edited by me. Therefore, I have written the punctuation marks there. So the vocative cases and the word iti are these two are the important factors to recognize whether it's a dialogue padya or it is a third person padya or it is a normal padya. So those who are not familiar with Sanskrit, for them, please note that although I have given these punctuation marks here, originally, if you go and see any book, you won't find these kind of punctuation marks originally given in any manuscript, in any book. These are for our convenience, and then the question arises: how will we recognize whether it's a dialogue padya or it is a normal padya? That the vocative cases everywhere, the sambodhana vibhakti everywhere, and sometimes the short sentences ending with iti. So these are two main points, core points, or these are two main factors that differentiates between a normal padya and a dialogue padya. So you will observe here that these dialogue hymns, these dialogue padyas have a lot of second person pronouns, or it has a lot of vocative cases. Hey, hey, Ramba. Oh, hey, Ramba. Hey, Ramba is one of the name of Ganesha. Hey, hey, Ramba. Then Ganesha will quickly ask, Kim Amba? Yes, mother. What? So, yes, mother. Then Parvati asks, Rodishi kutaha? Why are you crying? Rodishi kutaha? Tvam kutaha rodishi. This is the syntax of sentence. Tvam kutaha rodishi? Why are you crying? Rodishi kutaha? Karnau luthatyagni bhuhu. I'll break the sandhi. Karnau luthati agni bhuhu. And the straight sentence will be agni bhuhu karnau luthati. Agni bhu, that is Kartikeya. Agni bhu is another name for Kartikeya. Agni bhu is harassing on my ear. He is giving fights on my ear. He is harassing on my ears. Karnau is ears and luthati is giving fights. Now you know that Ganesha possesses the head of an elephant, so he has large ears. And Kartikeya is harassing. He is making fun of those ears because those ears are not ordinary. That is something unnatural. So naturally, the sibling will harass about these things. So Agni Bhu, that is Kartikeya, is harassing on my ears. Now Parvati will ask Kartikeya, Kinte skanda vicheshtitam? O Skanda, again, Skanda is another name for Kartikeya. O Skanda, what is your way of behaving? Is that your way of behaving? So Parvati is scolding Skanda about his behavior. Kinte Skanda vicheshtitam, O Skanda, what is your way of behaving? Then Kartikeya replied, Mama pura sankhya kruta chakshusham. Tena Ganeshena pura mama chakshusham sankhya kruta. Now, as I mentioned in the beginning, that Kartikeya has 6 heads. Kartikeya has 6 faces. He is 6-headed god. So he doesn't have only 2 eyes. He has 2 into 6, 12 eyes. And Ganesha, again, he made fun of Kartikeya. He made fun of this unique trait of Kartikeya, that he started counting on his eyes. He started counting eyes. So Kartikeya said, Pura, first, he started counting my eyes. So how the dialogue is going? So Ganesha started crying and Parvati is asking what happened. Then Ganesha said, Kartikeya, that my elder brother, is harassing on my ears. Then Parvati asked Kartikeya, why are you behaving in this way? Is that the way you behave? Then Kartikeya again replied, but first he started counting my eyes. So that is irritating for Kartikeya. Then Parvati again went to Ganesha and she said, Naitatte pyuchitam gajasya charitam. O Gajasya. Gajasya is one who has the elephant, the head of elephant. O Gajasya, te charitam api na uchitam. Na etat te charita. Te api uchitam charitam. Naitat te pyuchitam charitam. Even it's not a way of behaving. Te charitam, your behavior. Na etat uchitam, that's not good. That's not a way to behave. So Parvati again consoling Ganesha, consoling Kartikeya and scolding Ganesha. Then again Ganesha complained, Nasam mimi temba me. Amba, O mother, me saha Kartikeyaha me nasam mimite. Mimite, measured. He is actually measuring his trunk. Me nasam. He measures my nose because again he has a long trunk because he is an elephant-headed god. So Ganesha said, Nasam mimite bame. And the end is Taveva sahasa vilokya hasita vyagra shiva patuvaha. Tau eva taveva sahasa vilokya hasita vyagra shiva vaha patu. Having seen these two indulged in a cute fight, Parvati started laughing, hasita vyagra, and may such smiling, hence happy Parvati, protect you all. Okay. Is there any question about these two or any about these two padyas or any padya? Yes, Shankarji.
I remember one padya we used to read in childhood, where the Kavi comes to the king, and then he does his namaskar and all that. He says, Rajan Abhyudayostu. The king says, Shankara Kave Kim Patrikaya Midam. So the Kavi says, Padyam. Raja asks, Kasya. Tavaiva Bhoja Ripate. Pa Pathyatam Pathyate. So the whole thing runs as Rajan Abhyudayostu Shankara Kave Kim Patrikaya Midam. Padyam Kasya Tavaiva Bhoja Ripate. Pa Pathyatam Pathyate. So the whole thing is compressed into one single padya. Probably you would like to tell the meaning.
Sorry?
Probably you would like to tell the meaning to everybody.
Yes. You may. But I think this is in Shardula Vikriditam, and you recited only first 2 lines. That's why I was waiting for.
Only 2 lines, then it goes further. I don't remember that.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. So you want to explain the meaning?
No, the Kavi, the poet, comes to the king and says, Rajan Abhyudayostu. Victory to the king.
Yeah.
Then the king asks him, he recognizes who it is. He says, Shankara Kave, oh, that is a addressal, Shankara Kave, Kim Patrikayam Vidam. You are holding some papers in your hand. What are those papers? Then he answers, Padyam. These are poems. Then the Raja asks, Kasya, whose the poems are these? Tavaiva Bhoja Nripate. These are all written about you. Then the king says, Pa Patyata. May those be read. Then he says, Patyate. I'm going to read them now. I was only waiting for your permission.
Yes.
So this is the kind of thing we used to read in the childhood.
Yes. There is this treatise called as Bhoja Prabandha. Bhoja Prabandha gives you, many stories, many it might be mythological, it might be true. We cannot go and taste their falsity and truth and falsity. But this Bhoja Prabandha is really rich in these kind of padyas. It has a lot of samasya and it has a lot of background stories for these samasyas and samasya purtis. It has many stories about really interesting padyas. It has, because Bhoja Raja, the King Bhoja, was fond of poetry. He had patronaged Sanskrit language and Sanskrit poetry. So this Bhoja Prabandha is it is a rich in heritage. It is rich in information and from language point of view as well, from stories point of view and from content point of view, the padyas point of view. Bhoja Prabandha is a rich treatise. Yes. Okay. Now we'll proceed ahead to yes, Amitji.
Can you just scroll the dialogue between Yashoda and Krishna, because there's a word Jagam. Now, Jagama. Jagam. I think it means it's a lit lakar, means when it's a past tense of gone.
Yeah.
How does it match the sloka here?
It is no. The phrase is Vismaya Padam Jagama. So this is called as a Kritrima Gati in Sanskrit. It is a false, or it is a false gati, false motion, where Sanskrit uses Vismaya Padam Jagama. She went to astonishment. That means she became wonderstruck. She was she was astonished.
Okay. Because otherwise I couldn't find the link between using Gam Dhatu in this place.
Yeah. No, this is kind of Kritrima Gati, and this is again peculiar to Sanskrit. And these kind of compositions are found in German. So they say zum Lachen bringen. So hasyatam nita. That means to bring to laughing. So that means to make laugh. That is called as Kritrima Gati.
So these are available in Indian languages also, I believe. Mar gaya, you don't go dead, but it's spelled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mrityum gataha. Yeah. In Sanskrit they say mrityum gataha, or hasyatam nitaha. So vidushakaha janan hasyatam nayati. The joker, the clown makes people laugh.
There is one doubt.
Sorry?
That is the famous one. Patyate Pandite Nityam Shota Vichamyam Prabhu. Patyate Pandite. The Panditas, it's being read by the Panditas.
Yeah.
That's a Chitravakya.
Ma'am, in school level, I have read about that Kalidasa, some say short, small one. That's Katumbale, Kanjanamala. That is also dialogue type.
Yes.
Kasya Putri Kanagalataya. That is.
Yeah. That is again a dialogue. Yes.
That is Kalidasa is asked to make a samasya ending alphabets Kakaganga.
Yeah.
Yes. Indeed. That is a padya. That is a dialogue.
Ma'am, what is its chandas?
I'm not sure.
Because it has 9 letters, not 8. If it is 8, it is Anushtup.
It might be Arya or some Matra Vritta.
Okay.
Yeah, again. In the verses, I personally found that even today we find these kind of fights or cute fights among the siblings, and the poet has accurately picked these cute fights and imagined it among the small the child among the childhood gods and everything. And here as well, the poet has picked this habit of children where they respond to the stories. So when you are making children sleep, and if you are narrating a story, the children tend to say in between. They tend to hum to show that yes, they are attending. So they are attentive to your story, but gradually they fall asleep. So this habit of children has picked by the poet and put in this verse. Again, this verse is found in Krishna Karnamritam, if I'm not wrong. So this is also a cute. This is the cutest shloka. I personally admire this shloka very well. And again, the variation is. The chandas vritta is different here, and the point of surprise, a surprising point is this chandas, this vritta, this different vritta has even lesser number of alphabets, even lesser number of syllables in it, so lesser than Shardula Vikriditam. So here the poet has shown his genius to compact the story even to the lesser number of syllables, even to using lesser number of syllables. So it goes like Ramo nama babhuva tadabala siteti tau pitur vacha panchavati vane nivasatas tama harad ravanaha krishne neti puratanim nija katha makarnya matre rita saumitra dhanuriti prokta girah pantuvaha. So here Yashoda, this is the dialogue. This is not a dialogue, but this is a give and take between Yashoda and Krishna. So Yashoda is making Krishna sleep, and she is telling a bedtime story to Krishna. Now, naturally, if you see that Rama is the previous incarnation of Vishnu, and then Krishna is followed by him. So naturally, Yashoda has a lot of Ramayana stories to tell to Krishna, for Krishna to tell. So to make Krishna sleep, make little Krishna sleep, the Yashoda is narrating, the mother Yashoda is narrating a story of Rama. So she said, Ramo nama babhuva. So this is babhuva is again a past tense, that once there was a king called Rama. Ramo nama babhuva. Krishna responds, So this is the habit I mentioned, that children tend to say children tend to respond to your stories when they're just falling asleep and they are listening to the stories in their unconscious mind. They just hum to show you that they are involved. So Ramo nama babhuva. So there was a king called Rama. Krishna says, Then Yashoda said, Tadabala Siteti. His wife was Sita. Then again, Krishna respond, Okay. So Ramo nama babhuva. Tadabala Siteti. Tau piturvacha panchavati vane nivasataha tam aharad ravanaha. And Yashoda goes on to telling the story. While both of them were residing in the forest of Panchavati, As per their father's command, Dasharatha's command, Sita was kidnapped by Ravana. I'll go word by word. Tau, both of them, Piturvacha, as per their father's command. Panchavati Vane Nivasataha, while both of them were residing in the forest of Panchavati, Tam Ravanaha Aharat, Ravana kidnapped her. Now, Krishna is Vishnu. He is Bhagavan, so he knows what happened in his own previous incarnation. But Yashoda doesn't know that he is Vishnu's avatar. So she is telling him story, but now Krishna is so engrossed, so involved in that story that Krishna forgot that his incarnation has been changed. He imagined that he is Rama now. Krishne neti puratanim nija katham akarnya matre rita Saumitra dhanuriti prokta agiraf pantuvaha. So Krishna was listening to his own story. Krishnena iti is this. Krishnena iti puratanim old. Nija katham akarnya. So while he was listening to his own story from previous birth, his own story, matre rita, told by mother, he immediately got up and he said, "O Lakshmana, Saumitra kva dhanuriti." So he was imagining that I am Rama, and he heard that Sita is kidnapped. Then he immediately got up and he said, "Oh Lakshmana, where is my bow? Where is my bow? Where is my bow?" So he was in a hurry because he wanted to go to find Sita. He wanted to go and fight Ravana. So may such sweet and innocent speech, prokta giraha. This is the speech of this Saumitrakva dhanuriti. This is the speech of Krishna. And may such sweet and innocent speech of Krishna protect you. This is how the shloka, the padya is formed. It is the cutest one. I personally like it. And it has a nice way of chanting. It has a nice tune. I'll sing it in the tune. Let's see if anyone among you can guess the vritta, the meter. Ramo nama babhuvahum tadabala siteti tau pitur vacha panchavati vane nivasatas tamahara dravanaha krishne neti puratani nijakatha makarnya matre rita Saumitra dhanuriti prokta giraf pantuvaha. In Maharashtra, we have a slightly different way of singing it. Ramo nama babhuvahum tadabala siteti tau pitur vacha panchavati vane nivasatas tamahara dravanaha krishne neti puratani nijakatha makarnya matre rita Saumitra dhanuriti prokta giraf pantuvaha. So what meter it could be? What is this? What is the meter?
The meter which was there for Ramaraksha.
Ramaraksha has a lot of meters.
Is this Anushtup?
No.
19 syllables.
19 syllables. Yes.
So it's like the other ones.
Sorry?
Is it
So it's like the other ones.
No, it's not Vasanta Tilaka. Shankarji, I couldn't hear you.
So again, it should be Shardul Vikridita because it is 19.
Yeah.
No, it is not Shardula Vikriditam.
Those are all that we know.
Nineteen syllables.
I think you have to tell it, madam.
Madam, can you please explain how to count these syllables, especially when there are joint letters?
No, joint letter will be one. So if you have...
Can you give an example? Just count the syllables in one of the lines that we'll get an answer.
See, 1, 2.
So what about that ra on top in this vacha?
It is one only. It is one only.
Okay.
No, I just tricked you. It is Chardula Vikriditam only.
Yes, we knew all the time.
Yes. So it is 19 syllables and it is Chardula Vikriditam.
Are there any with 19 syllables apart from Chardul Vikriditam?
Yes, there are, but that are really rarely used. Okay, we'll go to the next one. Now we have a pun-loaded dialogue between Shiva and Parvati. Now this is definitely a different vritta. I'm not tricking you here, but this is a different vritta. So I'll read it in a tune. Kastvam shuli mrugaya bhishajam neelakantha priyeham केकामेकां कुरु पशुपतिः नैव दृश्यं विषाणं स्थाणुर्मुग्धे न वदति तरुः जीवितेश शिवायाः गच्छाटव्यामिति हतवचाः पातु वश्चन्द्रचूडः. Edi madam? Okay, some of you might know this, the most famous verse in this meter. Kaschit kanta viraha guruna swadhikarat pramattah shapena stangamita mahima varshabhogyena bhartuhu yakshashchakre janakatanaya snana punyodakeshu स्निग्धच्छाया तरुषु वसतिं रामगिर्याश्रमेषु. और आषाढ़स्य प्रथम दिवसे मेघमाश्लिष्टसानुं वप्रक्रीडा परिणत गज प्रेक्षणीयं ददर्श शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं. Yes, Leena ji, you're right. Mandakranta. This vritta is called Mandakranta. Okay, so this is a pun-loaded dialogue between Shiva and Parvati. So we'll see the intent. Sorry.
That is how many syllables, ma'am?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You don't count the halantya, the half syllable, you don't count it in. You only count.
Avagraha.
Avagraha is not a syllable. No, you don't count. It's a filling for okara, so you don't count it. So now we'll see what is the exact dialogue and the intended pun there. So it is a pun loaded. It has a lot of shilesha. So one word will have two meanings, and the meaning which is intended there is written in the bracket. Okay. So Parvati asks. So for example, someone is at Parvati's door. Parvati asks, Kastvam, who are you? Shiva says, Shuli, one possessing the Trishula. But Shuli also means having a stomach ache. Okay. So Parvati says, Mrugaya Bhishajam, find a doctor. So Shuli, she takes the meaning that he is having stomach ache, someone who is having a stomach ache. So she says, find a doctor, go find a doctor. Then Shiva uses another name for himself, Neelakantha Priyeham. Oh dear, I am Neelakantha. Now Neelakantha means peacock, because his kantha is also Neela, blue in color. The neck is also blue in color. Then Parvati says, Keka mekam puru, then talk like a peacock. Keka is the sound of peacock. Then she says, talk like a peacock. Then again Shiva says, Aham Pashupatihi. So Pashupatihi, another name of Shiva.
I am Pashupati, but Parvati takes it as a bull. Then Parvati says, Naiva Drishyam Vishanam, but I can't see the horn. I can't see a horn. Then Shiva says, Sthanur Mugdhe. Sthanu is again another epithet of Shiva. So he says, I am Sthanu. Oh, beautiful. I am Sthanu. But Sthanu is again the word for a tree or a trunk of a tree. Then Parvati says, Na vadati taruhu. But a tree doesn't speak. You are talking, you are speaking, but a tree doesn't speak. So how can you be a Sthanu? Then Shiva says, Jiviteshaha Shivayaha. Now he has a trump card. So he says, I am a life partner. I am a life partner of Shiva. Shiva means Parvati. But Shiva in Sanskrit also means a female fox, vixen. So he says, Jiviteshaha Shivayaha. I am a life partner of Shiva. Then Parvati says, Gacha Atavyam. Atavyam Gacha. Then go to forest. If you are a life partner of fox, go to forest. And Hatavachaha Patuvaha Chandrachudaha. In this way, Shiva lost a verbal fight with Parvati, and may such Shiva protect you all. So this is a funny dialogue between Shiva and Parvati. Tastvam Shuli Mrugayabhishajam Neelakantha Priyeham Kekamekam Pashupatihi Naiva Drishyam Vishanam Sthanur Mugdhe Na Vadati Taruhu Jivitesha Shivayaha Gachatavyam iti Hatavacha Patuvash Chandrachudaha. Now we have a similar dialogue between Radha and Krishna. This is an interesting one.
Can you tell the chandas of the previous one?
It's Mandakranta. Again, this dialogue is in Shardula Vikriti. This one, Radha and Krishna. This dialogue is in Shardula.
Sorry. Mandakranta has how many alphabets?
17.
17. Thank you.
Again, the same situation is there. Krishna is standing at the door of Radha, and Radha is asking who is there. So, Koyam Dvari Hari Prayayupavanam Shakham Rugasyatra Kim Krishnoham Daite Bibhemi Sutaram Krishnadaham Vanarat Radheham Madhusudano Vrajalatam Tameva Pushpanvitam Itham Nirvachani Krito Daitaya Rhino Harihi Patuvaha. Similar dialogue. Similarly, we have puns in each of the names of Krishna. So Radha asks, Koyam Dvari, who is there on the door? Krishna says, Harihi. I am Hari. Now Hari is the word that has many meanings. It means Hari means Krishna. Hari means Simha, the lion. Hari means tiger. A lot of similar meanings are there. But here she takes it as a monkey. Hari means also a monkey. So Koyam Dvari Harihi, a monkey. Then Radha says, Prayahi Upavanam Shakham Rugasya Atra Kim. Prayahi Upavanam, right? Go to forest. Shakham Rugasya Atra Kim. What is a monkey doing here? Shakham Rugasya Atra Kim. Then Krishna says, Krishnoham Daite. Oh dear, I am Krishna. Now Krishna means black, black in color. Then Radha says, Bibhemi Sutaram Krishnadaham Vanarat. I am extremely afraid of a black monkey. Not only monkey, a black monkey, I am really afraid of you. So please go away. Then Krishna says, Radhe Aham Madhusudanaha. Oh Radha, I am Madhusudana. But here, Madhusudana, a bumblebee, Brahmara. She takes it as a black bee, Brahmara. Then Radha says, Vrajalatam tameva pushpanvitam. Then go to a creeper having beautiful blossom, having beautiful flowers. Vraja, go. Latam, go to the creeper that has a beautiful blossom. Tameva pushpanvitam latam gacha. Go to that lata. Itham nirvachani kruto daitaya rhino harihi patuvaha. Thus Krishna was made silent, nirvachani kritaha, and hence he was nervous, rhinaha. He became nervous, and may such Krishna protect you all. Is there any question?
What is the approximate time period of this type of the dialogues that you have been describing? Approximate time period?
Can't say. Because we find these dialogues in the compilations of Subhashita compilations. For example, we find these in Subhashita Ratna Bhandagaram, but we do not know its origin. Where is it found in a original treatise, or where it is? We can't say. Even we do not know who is the Kavi. If we knew who is the poet here, we could have estimated that time span. But even if even we do not know even who is the Rachayita, who is the composer.
Ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
These dialogues also have puns or sheshas. So these also can these also be considered as quotas?
No. Because here the shloka explicitly gives you the answer who is there. You don't have to guess who is there. It's just a fun, it's just a play in between two characters given there.
Okay.
Okay. Now a sarcastic dialogue, the last of our session, the sarcastic dialogue between Lakshmi and Parvati. Now they are like competitors of each other, Lakshmi and Parvati. So everyone is making each other show down. So so it is a sarcastic dialogue between them. Bhikshu kwasti baler makhe pashupati किं नास्त्यसौ गोकुले मुग्धे पन्नगभूषणः सखी सदा शेते च तस्योपरि आर्ये मुञ्च विषादमाशु कमले नाहं प्रकृत्याचला चेत्थं वै गिरिजा समुद्रसुतयोः सम्भाषणं पातु वः. Now these are Lakshmi and Parvati. So a typical feminine behavior is depicted in this shloka. So both of them are trying to irritate each other by using different epithets or lesser prestigious epithets for each other's husbands. So first Lakshmi starts. Lakshmi asks, Bhikshuhu kwasti. So she's calling Shankara a bhikshu, a beggar, because Shankara does bhikshatana. He's a mendicant actually. He does bhikshatana. So she naturally asks, Bhikshu kwasti. So where is your husband? Where is Bhikshu? Parvati says, Baler makhe. Now she gives an answer to turn that Bhikshu around to her own husband. So Lakshmi's husband. So one of the incarnations, one of the avatars of Vishnu was Vamana, and Vamana was Bhikshu there. He was asking the charities. Okay, so she says Baler makhe. So the Bhikshu, where is that Bhikshu? He is in the Yajna of Bali. You know the story of Vamana. Vamana went to Bali to ask for 3 feet land. So she immediately says he is in the Yajna of Bali. So she immediately turns the answer towards Vishnu. So directing towards Vishnu's incarnation of Vamana. Then again Lakshmi asks, Pashupatihi. So I meant the lord of animals. So Pan again, Pashupatihi, a bull. Parvati asks, Kim nastyasau gokule? Isn't he in the Gokula? Or in cowhead? Gokula is the cowhead again. So again she is turning that epithet to Vishnu. Isn't he in Gokula? Then Lakshmi says, Mugdhe Pannaga Bhushanaha. Now Pannaga Bhushana is the word that can be splitted as either one having ornaments of snake or one who is master of snakes. So I'm talking about one having ornaments of snake or possessing snake. So Vishnu is Shesha Shai. He sleeps on Shesha, so he sleeps on snake. And Shiva wears snake as ornament. So she says, Mugdhe Pannaga Bhushanaha. I'm talking about one having ornaments of snake. Then Parvati says, Sakhi sada shete cha tasyopari. Oh, dear friend, he sleeps on snake forever. So again, she is directing towards Vishnu, Sheshashai. Then Lakshmi immediately says, Arye, muncha vishadam ashu. Madam, Arye, please don't mind and mercy me. Muncha vishadam ashu. Just leave your anger here. Immediately calm down. Okay. Then Parvati again, she teases Lakshmi because Lakshmi in Sanskrit literature, Lakshmi is considered to be chanchala. She never stops at one place for a long time. She is fickle. She keeps wandering here and there. So that quality is being teased here by Parvati. So she says, Kamale naham prakritya chala. Oh Kamala, I'm not fickle like you. So my moods do not swing. You know, I don't. My mood swings do not happen. So I'm not like you. I'm a stable-minded. Chetham vai girija samudra sutayoho sambhashanam patu vaha. May this sarcastic dialogue between a daughter of mountain, that is Girija, and Samudra Suta is Lakshmi, because Lakshmi was one of the 14 Ratnas that came from Samudra Manthana, churning of ocean. So may this sarcastic dialogue between a daughter of mountain, Parvati, and daughter of ocean, that is Lakshmi, protect you all. So this was the last dialogue of the day. So this is how dialogue padyas go. This is how dialogue padyas are there. There are many. I have picked some of them having puns, some of them having some story behind them. You may go to Subhashita Ratna Bhandagara. You may open Krishna Karnamritam. It is also available online. And these kind of dialogue padyas, dialogue kavyas are there. Samvada kavyas are there. So thank you for patient listening. If you have any questions, we may go to a QA session, question answer session.
Ma'am?
And what is the chandas of this one?
Shardula Vikriditam.
Okay.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Is there any name in Sanskrit for dialogues? Like we have Prahelika for riddles. So dialogues, can we call?
Samvada Shloka.
Okay, ma'am. And last class I couldn't attend the Kuta class. So I just gone through the recording. So I heard that kam in Sanskrit means jalam.
Yes.
Keshavam, that padya. So when we are talking, we generally say aham jalam pibami. So can we use kam also in that place?
Yes, we can use, but see, the difference is jalam is a commonly used name, a commonly used word. So if you are talking in Sanskrit, it is recommended that you use jalam only because it is a samanya word. It is commonly used. It is commonly understood. Kam is rarely used for water. So unless you want to make a pun like that, like one in the per verse, it is recommended to use jalam only. If you want to make a pun like one in shloka, you can use kam. You can use any name there.
Yeah, ma'am, because it has like, if you take only kam, so as you told, one meaning is water and one more will be, we can ask like tvam kam milasi, meaning whom are you meeting? So that also will mean.
Yes. So if you want to make a pun there, you can use.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes. Next question.
Ma'am, is the Krishna Karnamritam explained in English?
Yes. Krishna. We have English translations of Krishna Karnamritam. I don't know whether translations are available online, but translations are available. You may go to library. You may go to some online stores. You may find it there.
Mahodaya, are there any books which have compiled all the topics you have covered till now?
Yes, there is Subhashita Ratna Bhandagara.
Okay, there we have to search a lot.
Yes, Subhashita. It is available online on archives.org.
Yes, I have seen, but it is huge.
Yes, it is huge, but you have to find it.
Okay.
And again, it doesn't have any explanation. It is not with explanation. It is only compilation of the shlokas, the padyas.
Okay. And that Kuta shlokas you said, do we have those shlokas also in that?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Any other question? You may also refer Bhoja Prabandha for that matter. It has a lot of samasya and some stories involved there.
Is it available online?
Yes, yes. Many Sanskrit books are available online on archives.org.
Okay.
And it's free. You can download them in PDF format.
Madam, are there any simple books that we can refer to?
There were books in olden times. I don't know about right now. I mean, I have got one book called Padyamrutam. It is the compilation with Marathi explanation. But I got that one in an old market, in a scrap market.
Then I suggest that this looks like a good opportunity to create one book which you can compile maybe 100 of these or 200 of them. It will be very nice.
Again, the textbooks, school textbooks have these kind of verses, padyas, but not at extreme. I mean, they are not very higher level. It is just basic level shlokas and padyas are there in school textbooks.
And for Shabdalankaras, which text would you suggest for us to read?
You may refer to any poetics, any book of poetics, that is Sahitya Sara, there is Sahitya Darpana, Kavya Prakasha by Mammata. Saraswati Kanthabharanam is there.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Yes, Shankarji.
The 17/4 format. 17
Mandakranta.
Yes, Mandakranta. There is another one called Shikharini.
Shikharini,
yeah. Also 17/4 format. What is the difference between the two?
It will have different rhythm. It will have different rasva dirgha combinations. So Mandakranta is na 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 na, and Shikharini is na 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 na. So the definitions are different. It starts with rasva, one starts with dirgha. It has different lakshana, different definitions are there. It is a detailed study. I mean, again, six
basically, are you talking about the ganas?
Can be made on this. Yes, ganas. Yes.
Oh.
Yes, different ganas are there.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, I think we can stop here for today.
Before we
Rahul?
go, before we go, I want to tell a small poem.
Yes, please.
There was a place called Dhara near Ujjaini, and the king was one Raja Bhoja. A great poet himself. It was said that in his Rajya, everybody could speak Sanskrit. Not only everybody could speak Sanskrit, everybody could also make poems in Sanskrit.
Yes.
So they got hold of one Julaha, one Tatuara, a weaver. I mean, a very poor fellow sitting in one corner doing some work. They brought him to the palace and said, make him tell a poetry. So the Raja asked him, Bhavan, Kim Kavyam Karoti? Does this gentleman, that is you, do you write poems? Okay. Okay. Now, he says, he's a very poor man and he's very scared of the king. He says, Kavyam karomi. I do make poetry. Nahi charutaram karomi. I don't write good poems. Yatnat karomi yadi. Charutaram karomi. If I take a lot of trouble, if I take due diligence, I am able to make good poetry. Then the third line is devastating. Bhupala Mauli Mani Mandita Pada Pitha. He Bhojaraja, Kavayami, Vayami, Yami. Kavayami, Vayami, Yami.
Yes.
So the third line is beautiful, and the fourth line is, I write poetry. I am a weaver, and now I want to go Tata bye-bye.
Yes. Yes, it is a beautiful one. Yes, Bhoja Prabandha and the stories of Bhojaraja involve a lot of poetries and intelligent poetries, genius poetries.
Yes.
Yes, I think we'll stop here for today. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow is our last session, and tomorrow a surprise is waiting for you. We have really amazing kind of poetry tomorrow, waiting for tomorrow. So I'm happy to see you all tomorrow. Let's goodbye. Shubharatri. Dhanyavada.
Dhanyavada.
Shubharatri, Mahoday. Dhanyavada.